So we will do 3-point lighting, okay, which is majorly used for character lighting, to light a character. Okay, so normally when we are doing lighting in advanced lighting and all, so exterior lighting we have to do. If any scene we are doing, if it is an interior lighting will be separate. This is for the environment. If it is an exterior, it's an environment, that kind of ambience we need to create. That's an exterior lighting. For interior, we will be having an interior lighting separately. Okay, but when there is a character interaction, or if there are characters are there in our scene, either in exterior or interior, we need to lit our characters also. Okay, so because exterior lighting, that's for the exterior set. Why similarly it's for interior, for interior set. Okay, so in this case, like I have a character here, okay, which is a rigged character, rigged and animated character. Okay, so I have a character. Anyhow, you are gonna learn this kind of rig and animation in the coming classes. Okay, where we spend a bit more time working in this. So now in this scene, actually there is a prop. One extra rifle is there for this model. That prop is not available in this. Okay, I think there are rig issues. That's okay. Okay, so now we need to create a setup. Okay, a light scene, especially for the character. So what I'll do, first thing, let's have uh, a base, where character is gonna set his foot, place the placement. Okay. I think it's okay. It's there. Okay. And now let's have some background also. Means we should have. Let's create kind of war scene. It's like this. Just create a scene so that when we take a render, let it look good. Okay. So file. It's a new project. Let's set new 3-point lighting. Okay. CP Maya lighting, select, accept, file, save as 3-point lighting scenes. Okay. So now we have set this. So let me place a camera. So I'll click on this resolution gate, and in render setting. So initially, first you choose Maya software. Okay. Okay. So in render setting, it's Maya software, and in common size. Preferably you choose HD, half HD I'll take 720. Okay, HD 720. So now let me zoom into this a bit. Then I would like to set a bookmark. View, bookmark, edit bookmark, new, apply, add to shelf, close. So now if you click this, it's over here. Now I'll take a render. In my software default lighting, I think I'm getting an output something like this. Let me see if there is any linking for this texture or not. Let me just see. So extra was PST. Okay, I would like to go with the default one. Now for time being, assign new material. I'll go with the Lambert, a new material Lambert for this model. Okay. So when I take a render, okay, I'm getting an output like this. Okay. So the character looks like this. So anyhow, we have to do the lighting part. Let's see. So I'll take a snapshot of this. Then let me apply few of other textures. So uh, either brick or concrete or like war room. I'll just take a texture. Hmm. So it's better to have a grunge texture. It looks good. Okay. So I'm gonna save this image into source file of this. It's in RSTP Maya lighting source image. One grunge I take. I can even take this. Make sure your selection is good. So later I take low. grass. Let's take a bit dirty. Okay. So next is unwrapping. Just select this UV in which axis? Go with planar mapping, and it is x-axis. See, every time I do one, scene, I'll be starting from scratch so that you can, so you'll understand again, the texturing process as well. Okay. So after this UV, this is planar, z-axis, and this is y-axis. Okay, so let me apply new material. So better is Lambert. Take an empty file. I take grass, which looks like this. And we need to reduce the tiling. That is, go to place 2D texture of this particular grass. So repeat UV 4x4. Okay, see, it's like this. I think this is fair. So now let me select this. I'll apply new material. Again, Lambert. Click on this checker box, add an empty file, and in file, you add let me take this. Let's see how does this looks. Okay, looks cool, not bad. Okay, right, it's matching. So now let me take this one. I'll assign new material. Again, Lambert. Take an empty file. I think I go with this. Okay, now the tiling is not that great. Again, go here, place 2D texture. These bricks seem stretched. So this one I make 0.5. No, I make it 2. Yeah, this is okay. Just a minute. I think it's getting freezed. It's in Z axis. I go with negative Z. So I give negative value so that when I connect this, it shouldn't feel this as a wrong one. So later, what I can do, I can select these faces. I delete this. That's okay. So it's matching. Simple. I can select this. I can combine this mesh. Combine. Okay. So cool. All this is done. So I need to give bit tint to match this. So what I can do, I'll go here, color correction, file. So just come down, you have color balance. Okay. So just reduce the color gain of this, or I need to add this kind of tint. In color gain, what I can do, bit grayish. Okay. Or let's reduce alpha gain is 1. Color gain, let me reduce this. I think that's okay. So it does match like this. Okay. So now let's take a render with this view. Or else so you can have that one only, or I'm just trying, to make things better. -90. Okay, this seems good. I'll take a render. Now in the scene, actually, this looks, the lot many things are there, but that's how, the quality looks. Based on the lighting, we can achieve the better output. Okay. So I'll keep this. Then what I'll do, let's go with the light. So for 3-point lighting, understand 3 things first. Why it is called as 3-point lighting? Because there are 3 will be there. You can have multiple light, but it is categorized into 3. One is key light, then is fill light, then is back or rim light. Okay. So key light is the main light in the scene. Okay. There are certain points I think it's better if you have to make a note. Okay. Key light is the main light. Main light. Okay. key light will cast shadow. Okay. But the disadvantages is it will darken the other side of the character. Okay. So fill light is the secondary light. Okay. So it will remove darkness created by key light. Okay. So rim light. It will give depth to the scene. Rim light. Okay. So this rim light will have a very minimal intensity, or it will cast minimum brightness only. Okay, like that. So now what we'll do, let's start working on this. Now I need to identify where is my light source. Okay, so based on the light source, my character is gonna lit. Assume I want my light source to be from here to here. Okay, so in this direction. So what I do, I create light. I go to spotlight panel. See, there is a spotlight here. Okay, this is what I created. Go to panel, look through selected. I'm gonna see through this particular spotlight. So my spotlight is seeing this one. Okay, so the light mode is 7. If you press 7, you'll understand what you are seeing. I press 7. My light is casting, or it is falling only on this area. So what I do, zoom out. I'm gonna do like this. And in attribute editor, what you do for time being, penumbra angle you increase to 30 or 20 in the spotlight. Okay, so that you can see light is falling only on these areas. Okay. Okay, so I would like my light to hit the surface like this, and I go to shadows. I want depth map shadow of 1024 and filter size as 3, so that I want smooth shadows. So I go to panel, perspective, perspective. So you can see my spotlight is here. If I press T, if I press T, T is for target, my light is hitting this surface in this direction. Okay. So you can change the direction. Okay. Like this. Got it. So I want my light to hit the surface like this. So now I'll come back to this position. Let me take a render. Let's see how does this looks. Just with the key light. So with the key light, there's a drastic change in this. Now this is the previous shot. There is no depth at all in the scene. There are no depth in this. But now you see, once automatically we get the shadow, and even the character, the look and feel of the character, even in the scene, there's a change, right? And I think the background and the floor and all, it's blending with the scene. Okay. And guys, if you are able to achieve an output something like this, after the class, what I'm going to achieve, if you achieve something like this, you can have certain rendered scene, or we can animate the camera here. Okay, we can do a simple turnaround or walkthrough. Okay, anyhow, my character is walking here. You can do a simple animation and take a render, a complete multiple frames render, and we can make this as a video. You can add this kind of small clips into your demo reel. Okay. This is good enough. Okay, you should pick relevant or suitable textures only. I can give bump map also to this, so that I can add a bit more depth, so you know how to give bump map and all. Let's see. Okay, so the next thing, we have a key light. Now let's see what is this key light doing. I'm gonna render from this side. Let's see what I'm gonna see in this. So there is only one light from this particular direction. When I render this, the key light will darkens the other side of the scene. Okay, that's what is happening. So Simple example. um, you're in a room, okay, in your room there's only one window is open, okay, and or assume you close the window, you close, put all the curtains, just turn on a torch or something on one direction, the other side it is darken only, okay. That's how it is. It's all, these lights are created based on the real life values, real life light values and all, okay. So this is my key light. My key light will be having shadows. I can increase the shadow resolution 2048. It looks even better. So I'll show you how does it look. I'm gonna, I'll be taking a render. So this is the difference. Previous shadow, current shadow. Okay. It's crisp, I can say. It's crisp now. Then what I do? Once the key light is here, my fill light has to be from this particular direction, almost from bottom to top. So I'm gonna create light again, spotlight I'm gonna take, panel, look through selected. So now I'm looking through spotlight, okay, here, like this, from this particular direction, okay. And I'm gonna increase penumbra to 30, and I don't want any shadows. Make sure there are no shadows in this, okay. This is a spotlight. I can have it even from here. So my spotlight is hitting this character like this. Now, what is the intensity of this particular light which you have created here? Okay, I'm gonna just increase this. It doesn't make any sense if I, even though if I scale this up, because based on these values only these lights are gonna work. Increasing is only for a nodal basis, wherein you, for a visibility of the light node where the user can select and work, okay. So now I'm selling, okay, what value we should have for fill light. Okay, for my sunlight, my key light, I want this as a sunlight, so I'll take kind of orange tint here, like this, and I would like to increase the intensity to 1.5, and this will be around zero point 0.7 or zero point 0.8, and make sure this is not emitting specular. I don't want this light to emit specular. I want key light to emit all the thing, okay, specular, all other thing. So you can name this as key light, you name this as fill light. Okay, another thing, okay, fill light, you can have multiple fill light, let's say 1, 2, or 3. For example, see, when you press T target, my light is hitting this surface. So anyhow, here this side, the object, the light, key light is hitting this surface. What about here? Okay, my key light and fill light both are not hitting the surface. So if I want, I can add another key light to illuminate these areas, these darken areas, okay, or under this shoulder, these darken area. So I can have, but let us add a rim light, then we'll see whether it is required or not. Okay, you got the point, no? Like key light should be lesser or half of the intensity of this, fill light should be half of the intensity of this key light, or 60% of the value. That's okay. So now I'll come over here and let me take a render. Let's see how does this looks now with key light and fill light. Okay, seems so bright. Okay, fill light seems more, or key light intensity, I think I have given 1.5. I do 1.2, and fill light I'll reduce to 0.5. And let me check with key light. Key light, let me make one only in that case. So lighting is an experiment. You cannot go with a single value. You have to see, render, and you have to do. Okay, I think now if you go here compared to previous, okay, see, these shadows are completely removed from the fill light, okay, and my character is seen good. So next what I do, I should have rim light or backlight. So I'm gonna create another light that is spotlight only. Panel, look through selected, okay, it's from here. Okay, go from here, this particular view, like this. Penumbra angle I'm gonna increase to 20, or even you can increase cone angle, that's okay. So here what I do, uh, Intensity, I just give 0.3, lesser, give lesser value. Okay. And make sure image specular is off. Panel perspective, I go back to perspective. My scene is like this. This is a rim light. I think for the scene, I think three lights are enough, but minimum 3 lights should be there. Okay. We have rim light. Press T, you can see the target, how it falls. Okay. It's something like this. So fill light, even what I can do, fill light, I give a bit of reddish tint. Okay. Fill light, bit of reddish tint. Rim light, I can give bit of bluish tint because it's from back. Think of sky. Okay. Bluish tint. So now let's take a render. Okay. Somehow we are setting this. Okay. So I want bit of bump map for this particular wall. So in that case, what I can do, okay, I just select this, this, and this, edit, delete by type history. Okay, so I go to Lambert, I go to bump map. In bump map, I take the same file. I take the same file and bump value, I just give 0.3. Okay, and I take a render. You get bit depth. See, you get bit depth. Okay, 0.3, I give negative 0.3. So that let's take a render. Okay, so you're getting bit thickness here. Okay, the depth is different. This, it was like this, now it's like this. See the detailing here. Okay, can you observe the detail? Earlier without bump, this is a shot. With bump, this is a shot. Okay, similarly you can do for the surface also. Ground, I'm going to select this, bump mapping, select this empty file and come to file, select this and the grass. Yeah, and I think grass, file, place 2D texture. This is 4x4. Come back, bump, I give 0.5 and you take a render. Again, you get bit more detail. Yeah, you're getting this. See, the grass was like this. Now you see it's like this. Okay, I think I reduce this 0.3. You need to play around with the texture and light, then only you get the output. Okay, that noise we have added, that detailing is there. I think it's okay. Got it. So now the same thing. Let's go with the realistic rendering. Instead of software, go with the a mass software. You turn on ray tracing and quality, go with production quality. Select the key light. Key light, instead of depth map shadow, use ray trace shadow. Now take a render. There's a huge difference now when you render the scene using ray trace quality with the production ray tracing. Turn on with the production quality, output will be good. Good shadows, good amount of shadows you'll be getting. Okay. Okay, after saving this particular image, anyhow, when we are working using the compositing softwares like After Effects and all, we can do color correction for the scene so that it looks even better. Okay, so one round of processing should happen. Okay, it looks good in that case. So I'll give spotlight. I increase light scene. Or else if I make this as a night scene, this is even different. There are other things, kind of light linking and all can be done. Certain light should fall on the character. It should not fall on the surface. Like that kind of things and all is there. We can do that. We will learn that in the coming session. Okay, I think it's okay. So I'll go with bright. This I make 0.4. This I make 0.2, 0.5. Okay, so just keep changing the value, just change the color mode a little and you try. Okay, it looks even better. So any doubts up to here? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, what I'll do, I'll share this character. Okay, so you can render and share me the rendered output. Okay, even the last class output also I haven't received. Okay, rendered scene. Share me the rendered images also, last class render output. And this also I'll be sharing the character, render and share me the scene. Okay, one day and one night scene. Okay, then I'll share the video. If any doubt is there, refer to the video and complete the task. By tomorrow, you share me the last class two images and this class two images. Okay, day and night scene. Reach out to me if you have any doubt.